can't let you have anything.
I paid all in one shot. What do you mean?
You didn't pay your YouTube premium?
Now what's it say?
It's published.
What's the difference between the like YouTube and then the music one?
Hey! Just in case you wonder what you look like.
Alright.
That's the shot.
There we go. I'm okay with that.
Welcome to the...
I am not okay with how it looks.
An hour and 30 minutes. Let's go.
Huh?
An hour and 30 minutes.
Yes, sir? Oh, you got shit to do?
Wait, you?
Alright. Hi, chat.
Tags in.
I just ate
Links
2
in.
tacos.
Emoji.
You got links out?
Before?
Live. Emoji.
We're live?
Not yet, not until we say it.
Until we say the words.
Oh my gosh. I didn't even know.
Did you? Who messaged me? Hi, guy. This is Lisa, Jerry, AGF co-commander's wife. How are you? I just wanted to ask if you got Gus' email about taking something to our AGF meeting tomorrow. Gus
You
is
are
taking tomorrow.
Pancakes?
But we still don't know
I'm okay with it.
what to take. Are you taking
You
anything?
know that. Come on.
I put a post on Facebook to come and watch over here. Share with who? Oh, you can share with Facebook.
Yeah, share it down.
Mhm.
Just send us a link. And we are.
I'm telling you, we're teaching my grandma. Be nice. Okay?
Try to.
Try to. Okay, so does he remind you of the Shameless character?
Who?
Little version
Okay.
in the family?
No.
Never mind.
I
You could,
no,
look, up, you
no.
could look up Shameless.
No, I know. I'm watching this. I don't see it.
Oh.
You didn't
I
see
see the
it?
Fantastic Four one, but
What are you talking about? That fucking William
Listen,
Macy?
Peter's trying to get on your good side, but he
Huh?
definitely agrees with me. Like if we go to dinner, he's gonna be like, "Fuck yeah, I fucking agree."
not at all.
No, I fucking
We
know
don't
Peter.
agree on a lot of stuff. No, no, no.
Okay.
No, I'm honest. Like, if I see, you know what I'm saying.
What is this? Copy? What do I do here?
Right? Control V,
That's.
control. Wait, no.
Are you just trying to get the
Command
link?
C.
I already sent it to Facebook.
Are you just trying to get the link? That's it. Then that's all you need to do.
Oh,
Unless you put it in the group, and then you'll have it linked everywhere.
I sent it, I think, already. You know?
Send it to yourself. You send it to the group.
I think. Let me see.
What the heck?
Share and group.
When I got into
Group,
work.
not Groot.
And group.
Groot.
On a page we manage.
Anyone
How about that one? Ditch your cell phone now. Come on, Charlie. Later.
Ladies and gentlemen, a teacher is about to speak.
What?
The teacher is about to speak.
Yeah, the teacher.
Not the teacher?
Maybe you want to get spanked with the ruler.
That's all. That's why I'm here.
Then drop it line.
Alright. Right. See, we got that. Right.
Oh, God.
Right. Damn.
That's what the face.
I can hear me. Yes, now I can.
Where's the music? Wait, what did we say about the sound bites or
See, I can't believe we did that on Pelon and Chubby.
yeah.
Here's something new from Pelon and Chubby.
Okay.
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 Sober you might not rant. Do you remember sober you? How long has it been?
No, I'm not saying sober.
So.
He's like, I just need 2 more days. Let me just make it to the finale. I cannot believe how much I eat.
I can.
Yeah, me too. No.
Stoner.
Yeah, I'm not really surprised.
Cause a stoner.
I don't mind.
Stoner. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Pelon and Chubby
calls come, she does it all over again.
Whenever you're ready.
Actually,
It's the Pelon and Chubby Show with your hosts Rich Solace and Guy Murray. Talking about comedy and everything that crosses their mind. It's the Pelon and Chubby Show.
And we're live.
Hello, good evening, and welcome to that episode of the Pelon and Chubby Show with Evil Evelyn. I'm Rick Salas.
I'm Guy Murray.
fuck you guys. Now you remember, now that he's sober, he's like, with Evil Evelyn. It took him how long?
Bitch, can you just say your name?
Fucking Evil Evelyn. No, I'm really pissed
And
off
tonight
at
we got a special guest sitting in. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hey you guys, I'm Peter Risk.
Peter Risk, and you hail from?
I live in Riverside.
Riverside.
From Riverside.
Nice. Little drive.
Yeah.
You
yeah.
came with Evil E?
Yes, long time friends for
Yeah.
sure. Long time friends.
Ah.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a lot of questions.
Sure
Well, we'll
is.
get into it slowly but surely. It's Wednesday night, the Pelon and Chubby Show with Evil Evelyn here. Every Wednesday night, 8 o'clock-ish. And we are on our second night of broadcasting live on YouTube instead of that shitty fucking Facebook.
You still gotta keep bitching it though?
Well, one more week.
Salt.
Yeah, one more
I was
week.
gonna say, you're still bitter.
One more
Still
week.
salt and
And,
sensitive.
one more
I
week.
should have worn my other shirt that says
Zucker fucker.
salty.
So, yeah. And then, this is my, my first show ever. Yeah. In the first, we got a little feedback. Sorry. My first show ever in the 2+ years, 100-something episodes of not drinking on the show.
Wow.
So we'll figure out what, how that goes. Who knows? I might not even be funny. I don't know. Maybe I'll be funnier. Maybe I won't forget shit. I don't know. What do you think, E?
You're really doubting yourself. You spend a lot of time at home. You feel like I would feel like you have a lot of shit to work with.
No, I'm not doubting myself. It's just
Well,
I
feel like
think
you'll be fine.
maybe I'm more comfortable when I'm a little
Tipsy?
inebriated, a little drunk.
Inebriated.
You know,
That's
a
the
good
word.
the,
That's the word of the week.
the wheels when the, you know,
Those are turning
the
harder.
wheels fall off and the ride gets wild. You know, but I think naturally I have enough piss and vinegar in my veins where I think I can be pissy, funny,
Really bless you.
even sober. But we'll see. Who knows? We're gonna give it a shot.
I feel like you're gonna do great.
Oh,
Probably even
thanks.
better.
Thanks.
Because you remembered my name today.
Right.
We're off to a good fucking
There
start.
you go. You all right
Maybe
there?
a little bitter. No,
Hmm?
see, we're both fucking salty over here.
We still got a little bit of we good? Huh? Do we need to turn that down?
He's fishing his neighbor's fish.
Turn that. You know where the volume is on that thing? On the back?
Mm-hmm.
There's a little dial. Turn it down just a little bit.
Make yourself useful.
It'll stop ringing. Alright, we're just dialing in all the electronics and shit.
Bless you.
That's good. That should be good right there.
Here,
Thank you, E.
you have some.
So, we got a great show for tonight. We're gonna cover, our week in review, of course. We're gonna get into some current events. There's a lot of shit going on out there. What do you call it? What's his name? DT. He's having a little struggles there, but, he's making the best out of it, you know.
When is it?
I like what he said though. Let's hurry up and get the shit over with, you know? One way or the other. Fucking fire me, or let's stop talking and stop bitching and moaning, you know? So I thought that was pretty
That's
cool.
something new.
Yeah, that was good. So, that's the way I would handle it, personally. Fuck it, either do it, shit or get off the pot, you know? Anyway, so let's start. Who's feeling froggy? Who wants to talk about their week? Let all the YouTube faithful of the Pelon and Chubby Show know what's going on in your life.
I want to see what we're on to.
Who wants to go?
Not me.
Okay, I'll go first if we got issues.
I have nothing new.
We got issues?
Yeah, we have issues.
We got issues.
He's sick.
You wanna
and
go?
and I'm sexually frustrated. Nothing new.
When are you not sexually frustrated?
That's what I'm saying. See, nothing new. No one wants to talk about their lives.
What is that?
My double chin, you're seeing my double chin in the shadow?
So who, you gonna go? You want me to
He's
go?
sober, he's saying shit.
You want me to go? You go?
Go.
Hello?
Do you have a job? Do you have a job yet?
Bueller.
Do we have a word of the week? Was it inebriated?
Bueller.
Inebriated was the word of the week. Well,
I have a job. I am a fucking housewife, man. Do you know how difficult it is to take care of kids?
Yes, I do. Oh, yes. I
Clean
do.
the house.
Hey world.
I got rid of the fucking maid. I got rid of the gardener.
You do it. You're an
So
all.
now I'm doing all.
You're the whole
of it.
circus.
No, they did not get rid of you.
He's a gardener. He's a
Yes,
pool
I
boy.
did it all.
He's
Yeah,
like,
I have
I'm
to
a
be
one-man
fucking
show.
Sancho, the pool boy, you know.
You
And
gotta
not
do
only
it
do I
all.
gotta fuck 3 or 4 times a week.
He's gotta do
you
his
know,
part.
You know, I gotta clean the floors,
Gotta do
clean the fucking toilets, take the kids to school, make their
You
lunches,
know, can I say
do the
something?
laundry, what?
Kathy looks a little bit like she needs you to get the fuck out of here. She's like, can this guy go back to work, please?
She's never home. Between work
Really?
and her boyfriend, I never see her.
You
She's
would
got
say
a
some
busy
shit like
schedule.
that. When really you have the fool girl coming in for you.
So I'll go, and then you guys
Oh,
go. All
yeah,
right.
we're ready. Go.
I went to the dentist
Good for you.
today. Well, the story gets fucking weird. So I went to the dentist, and bottom line is she had to come and pick me up at the dentist.
Were you loopy from some?
No, we never even did anything.
Wait, are you
So-
talking about?
Kathy had to come,
Okay.
leave work, pick me up, and so the
You
doctor,
wouldn't release
the
your
dentist,
federal recognizance?
yeah, the dentist is saying, you know, telling her whatever. And keep in mind, it says the dentist's office, not even the fucking doctor's office, right? So he's telling her this, whatever, and so then she says, yeah, he's all fucked up. You know? Like you're talking about me. And so I said, yeah, why don't you just trade me in for a fucking one that works, you know, like the whole, well, you know, that isn't broken down and shit. Like trade in for the newer model,
Right.
which
Were
you
you
saw the wheel
inebriated?
spinning.
Were
You
you
could easily
inebriated?
do that.
you saw the wheel spinning, right? So, but I'm ready for it. I don't give a fuck, right? So anyway, I go to the dentist, and so the whole purpose of this dentist appointment is I had some teeth made. They're gonna put in the teeth,
You have dentures?
right? Well, I was going to. I have them,
You
but
ready to get it?
I put them in, and it irritated some bone that is in my gums here so bad that the whole side of my face hurt. Like, it was the weirdest thing ever.
Okay.
So I go back, and he's like, well, let me shave it down a little bit, and I'm like, oh, hold on.
Shave what?
Why didn't you notice the bone that I was complaining about the whole time you were fitting me for this thing? Every time you put it in, I'd say, hey, it's hitting the bone right here, and it hurts. But no, you chose to fucking ignore me, right? You made the thing, it irritates it now, so my whole face is fucking numb, right? And so your idea is to take the fucking partial and shave it down. Why are we whittling your fucking mistake, right? Why don't you just shit can it and start all over again, fucker, right? But no, let's try and just do this thing, and don't wear it for a couple of weeks until the irritation goes away, and then try it. All right. So I go back in, I say, yeah, I tried it again, it still fucking hurts. And so he says, well, okay, well, you need to see the oral surgeon. For what? For what? Maybe you just need to make another fucking partial that works. No, you need to see the oral surgeon,
How they make it.
because the oral surgeon is gonna shave down the bone right there. Really? So, I'm gonna go through like another couple of months of healing. You're gonna cut it open, shave down the bone. And why are we shaving down the bone? And the chances it's probably gonna grow back again, and we're gonna have to, what the fuck are we doing? Why are we shaving bones?
Take
Like,
the tooth
why
out.
didn't you, oh, and by the way, the bill's $500 and something. Yeah, who's gonna pay that, stupid? You
Kathy?
should have figured that out in the very beginning. Well, we have insurance, we're like partially white or something. So we do have some fucking insurance.
So why are
We
you
have very
crying
good
about
insurance.
why are you?
So my portion's $85. But why the fuck am I paying anything, right? And then when my mouth was all fucked up when you first did the thing, why didn't you shave it down then? Why don't we make a fucking executive decision, doctor, to do that kind of shit in the fucking beginning when my mouth was ready, my mind was ready, you know, the insurance company was ready, everybody was all prepared except for you, motherfucker. cause your dental skills are fucking lacking, apparently, right? And I'm not saying the doctor's name, so fuck off, you can't fucking sue me, stupid. So, yeah, why don't we think about that, right? And then, oh, by the way, let me throw a little, what is it? Gasoline on the fire. You know, you still gotta pay more. Get the fuck out of here. You fucked up. I'm not gonna pay nothing. So I said, you know what? Let me think about it. Because this just doesn't sound right. So, the oral surgeon's like, what are you talking about? Like, you're gonna have to do this no matter what, or you're never gonna have a partial that's gonna fit right, and it's gonna be uncomfortable. So we just need to do this. It's a 5-10 minute procedure, you know, to shave it down. And I'm like, yeah, a lot of this isn't sounding real good, you know? And, so I told him, yeah, and you know what, I really don't even feel that good anyway.
So he had to call the wife.
So, next thing you know, I'm laying in the dentist chair with an EKG fucking machine hooked up to me,
What?
taking my blood pressure, checking my pulse, putting my finger in the thing, seeing how much oxygen level or whatever the fuck. And what, is your chest tightening? Yeah, I'm fucking having an anxiety right now. My chest is fucking tight. Yeah, well, like, what's it feel like? Like, are you having a heart attack? Do we need to call 911? I said, I don't know, you're the fucking doctor, I don't know. You're not even a doctor, you're not even a fucking real doctor. You're a fucking mouth doctor, that's what the fuck I'm talking to you for, right? Next thing you know, he's like, there's nothing, I'm looking at the screen here, and there's nothing that indicates that you're having any issues, right? So then, why do we need 911? You have two options. Call somebody for a ride, or 911, but I'm not gonna release you in case you fucking crash on the way home. But I don't see any problems here. So you could go along and do the procedure while you're here. I said, oh,
Well, we got you.
hold on. So I'm healthy enough to do the fucking procedure, but I'm not healthy enough to leave the office and not give you my money, and I'm not able to drive home. Am I right? Do I got this right?
Yeah,
No, but they told
So
me
I was
that you
fucking
needed
held
surgery.
hostage.
Yeah, they got
Huh?
you. They got you where they want you.
Right. So I said, Kathy, come and get me. These motherfuckers got me hostage over here. So she came over, picked me up, and I drove her to her work and dropped her off and drove home and just left my fucking car there.
Still there?
That's why.
No,
the
we
truck
went and
is
got
not
it after
here.
they were closed.
Okay.
But the motherfuckers would not let me go, huh?
Stay around.
How nuts is that?
That's crazy.
And, you know, I was like, is anybody gonna own up to their fuck up?
So what
So-
happened to the bill then? You said like the bill was covered partially by the insurance, so what
Right.
happened to the rest of it?
So I've been telling these people the whole time, I said, hey, they kept asking me for my new insurance card, because Kathy changed jobs, so we had new insurance. I said, what do you need my insurance card for? I already paid for everything. Everything that I got coming, any kind of transactions that we got, me coming here and seeing you guys, is already paid for. So, what do you need my insurance card for? I guess we don't need it. Great. So I go in there today, she comes out and says, okay, your insurance company's gonna cover 400 something, your part is only 85. I said, what insurance company is that? She said, your insurance Cigna. I said, how in the fuck did you know that? Oh, we found it, we just, you know, we didn't have our way of fighting. We fucking ran it on my social and pulled it up, motherfuckers. So they had it all figured out and everything. So who knows what they charged on there for the visit today. But they don't have my authorization to fucking charge me a dime. And I will sue those motherfuckers if they charge me 1 cent for their fuck up.
Will you really sue them though?
Yes, I
Do
will.
you just say
I
that?
can do, you know why I can do it? Cause my
Because
uncle's
you're
an
a
attorney.
stay-at-home mom.
My uncle's an attorney and he's free.
And he's gonna help you?
Fired up.
He is
And I'm
fired
gonna
up.
sue.
He's on his little rant.
He'll do whatever. He'll do whatever I ask him to do.
Wow.
I'm his nephew.
Oh,
So,
you guys went to Catholic school.
that was, yeah. See, everything gets perverse. I know somebody fucking molested you. I know who it is. You don't wanna come claim, but somebody fucking molested you.
There we go. We're getting that sober Rick here.
So,
I like it.
that was just one, you know,
One episode.
you gotta have a camera following me around fucking for my daily, issues, like old man issues.
You should do that. You should have a
I'll
YouTube
tell you what,
channel
dude.
specifically.
I
for-
thought you already had
I don't know
one.
how I get into all these fucking predicaments and shit. Like, it's
Like
crazy.
the dentist visit?
Yeah, one simple
I have
dentist
that-
visit.
I have that kind of same issue when I take the girls. That's what you get when you have shitty insurance.
It's not bad.
I have great
It's just,
insurance.
girl, this is it. This
Well,
is
I have
just
shitty
it.
insurance,
Well,
and I'm telling you, they're just out to fuck everyone. Like, they don't care.
You know,
They just
get-
want your money.
You know who gets good service and shit? Is the people on Medi-Cal. They fucking get great service.
See, that's a great segue
That's not true.
into some good topics. Not gonna lie,
That's
that
not
is
true.
What are you talking about? You can go to
Yes.
any doctor you want to.
Very
That's what
true.
I'm saying.
You
Very
just,
true.
you know what? Most of them are fucking lazy.
So like,
Precisely why they're on Medi-Cal in the first place.
so I have a coworker
Mhm.
that she gets paid a lot, like where we work, and her parents though, because she doesn't claim them as dependents or whatever, so they get paid, they get Medi-Cal, right? They don't need it, absolutely do not need it, and they just got full dentures, like they changed their entire, every single thing in their mouth, taken out, brand new, pearly white teeth,
And they
Put
they put them in like,
screw,
yeah.
like screwed in.
Oh,
there.
you know how much that costs? $35,000.
They paid nothing on
Yeah.
that. They paid
Huh?
nothing on that. And I got Kaiser Permanente, and I mean, I got good insurance too. I'm no way
They,
gonna get anything near that.
it doesn't cover those.
No, absolutely not.
The regular insurance does not
Absolutely
cover
not.
that, just so you know.
Paid
But
insurance.
Medi-Cal does.
Paid insurance does it.
I work all my
I
life,
paid for my braces.
yeah, I work all my life, but I gotta pay.
Yeah.
So if I just
That's
sat on
fine.
my ass and had Medi-Cal, then I wouldn't have to pay. They'll
Yeah.
probably even get you titties if you say it.
If you say you had
Psychological fucking issues.
Yeah.
Do you guys want me to get my
Like,
titties
back
done?
hurts, and if
No,
I
I'm
get
just
bigger
saying.
titties, it'll fix it.
it'll balance
You
it
just
out.
like-
He knows one of my sisters. She has big ass tits. I
Which
cannot
one?
believe it. JoJo, Galen,
Oh, I
JoJo.
don't remember that. Yeah.
She has, no, I'm talking like
You have
double
photos?
E. Yeah.
No pictures, but she's always asking us for
Always
pictures.
Yes.
get the photos.
Yeah, you got pictures?
Don't talk about your
She would be
sister's
really.
photos,
I
huh?
wonder if she'd be really upset if I did that. I sent her pictures though, but
It's
I'd
too
have to
late,
ask
we're
her for her
deep into this, just show
picture.
the pictures.
So that was just one
One episode.
in my week.
There's more than the
Oh, yeah.
dentist visit.
It's a daily fucking thing.
Daily occurrence when you don't have a job.
When was it, yesterday?
Do you plan on looking for a job?
Why are you, what do you get? I have a job.
I don't
I
know.
clean
Why are
assholes.
you acting like Kathy right now?
Huh?
You clean assholes.
I gotta, why is it when a woman stays home and is a housewife, it's okay, but when the guy does,
It's not okay. You
Right.
guys are
Oh,
always
he's a-
counting.
Standard.
he's a
It's
lazy
the
motherfucker.
equality thing.
Yeah, you stay home and do fucking all the housework and shit.
He must be getting a Heiner or something because he's awfully quiet over here.
Oh, I'm just getting ready for my segment.
So anyway, I think that's enough of my week right there, but, just an update on the buses.
Yeah.
It's actually happening. I can't believe it. All this fucking talk, and most of the time, guy, you know I come through with it, but sometimes it'll take like a year or two, whatever. Or longer. And so I've been talking about this buses thing, and it's like legit now. But I didn't realize how much work. Like I didn't even know I had to go to the what is that, Public Utility Commission
You gotta go to the PTE.
to get your TCP number.
Yep.
You gotta go to the Highway Patrol to get your CA
Wait,
number.
you're getting a handicap sign?
Ah,
That's
she
all.
came through. She came through with a laugh.
They should do like fucking the cuckoo, fucking like that, and give you one of those placards, fucking special needs.
Wow, that was-
I would rock it, baby. I would rock it. You know me.
So the bus thing's happening, but a lot of fucking work.
Okay, so I mean, I know because we're gonna be porting people around, so yeah, TCP license, and what was
And
that?
then the CA number is from the Highway Patrol.
Okay,
Anything over 11 passengers,
alright.
you have to get an inspection. It's considered a bus.
Oh, I got you.
So now we have to have an inspection. And then we gotta get the permit, S permit from, Public Utilities to, have the how many drivers or passenger, fucking whatever, a bunch of bullshit. And then you gotta go DMV and get the stupid thing to be able to pull any of your drivers' driving records at any time.
Anytime.
And you have to have a logbook on each one.
There's
What the fuck is a logbook?
And then you have to have
Every
commercial
trip or
insurance.
manufacturer, you gotta have
Every time you
a trip or log or whatever.
gas, change the oil,
Yeah.
anything you gotta
Oh,
know.
okay.
The driver has to inspect the vehicle before the
Before it takes
trip,
off.
after the trip.
Yep. I watch,
Notice anything, you gotta fucking.
I'm
What
over
do
at
you-
La Costa, Transport, and I watch those guys with the smallest Escalade to the smallest, geez, they have the S7 series. And then when they do the same thing for the buses, it's like ridiculous. They take pictures, they have another guy walk around with them. I was like, oh, that's great. They show up almost an hour and a half before they actually take off on their train. Then they drive an hour in one direction and they wait around.
They do a lot of airport trips.
Yeah.
Picasso Museum.
Yep.
Yeah. So,
And when it's during the convention season, it's really busy for them. But yeah, it's mad. That's good. That's great though. We're rolling.
so every day I'm fucking reading and reading and reading. So
Learning.
Yeah, what is this for though?
in between jerking off, I do actually some work.
The Pelon and Chubby.
We're gonna be transporting something?
Tours.
Well,
Actually,
they're two separate.
There's this Hobbs Highway, which is gonna be,
Actually, we changed the name
well,
because there's too many. There's
Brew-
another company that's close to the same name, and I don't want them benefiting.
any
From
sort of
us.
way, okay.
So it is.
Wow, you're petty.
It
No,
is, what is it? Craft brew trips.
CBT?
Craft beer trips. or
What?
something like that.
CBT's in the house.
So you want to profit off of the beer trips, and
What do you mean?
you're saying, well, I don't want the other company to
Yeah,
profit.
they're
off
Hops Highway.
Hobbs Highway.
They do,
They're irrelevant.
well, our name was, and according to our business license, Hops Highway Brew Tours. Which I could leave it alone, but when somebody pulls up Hops Highway, I don't want them going to their site. Because
Right.
they recommend some, other beer tour companies, brewery tour companies. So unless they drop all of them and just put us only, then whatever, I'll make a deal like that. So they can put it on the website and everything, that'd be kinda cool. But, so yeah, that's that. So Pelon and Chubby is going to, what is it, like cross promote. So the brewery tour company is going to sponsor the Pelon and Chubby show. And then Pelon and Chubby show
Won't
is
be a presence on the
bus.
bus.
So you're taking
We'll
the
have our
podcast
brands.
equipment.
No, they're two
Totally
completely
They're just
different
doing
things.
advertisements and
Right.
marketing.
We're just gonna cross promote on it.
Okay.
And then the Pelon and Chubby show is actually gonna broadcast a live show, on the bus.
That's
and
what
go-
I was saying.
So Pelon and Chubby show's going on a field trip on the brewery tour bus.
Am I allowed to come on, or
You've gotta
you
figure
actually
out
remembered my
your,
name?
food truck thing, yeah, no.
Are you allowed to come on what?
She wants her name on it. Evil Ed.
On what? What are you talking about?
I don't want my name
No,
on.
I'm talking about the trip
I'm not that.
on the
Oh,
bus.
we're going far, we're going deep,
On the bus?
oh yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. You guys are doing shit without me, and
No.
you're barely even here. How many times do you? How many times
Hey,
do
what
you
do you?
miss?
Yeah, of course you're
Do you
going.
want me to get salty here?
No, we are
I'm gonna
going
wear that
to.
salty shirt next
We're
week.
going to, before we print up all the new stuff, you're gonna have your little thing on there.
Listen, I just want to say, are you gonna like me now that you're not non-alcoholic?
What do you mean like you? Who
You're-
said I ever liked you?
Let's see,
We've
we've been
Ooh,
through.
you're funny.
been
You're a funny
through-
guy. I forgot why we were friends.
This is a business relationship.
Oh, that's why it feeds me
Like, do you,
every fucking time. I can't even get that out of a date. So
do you,
you can say what you want, but you're feeding me.
do you,
Wow.
That where are we on the bitch?
Do you have to
count?
like-
I
I think I'm at like 2 now.
Got one.
Do you have to like the people you work with?
No, you don't.
You just have to work with
You
them
just have to work with them.
and be cordial.
I could tell. Yeah, that's all you have to do.
I don't agree with that. I don't agree.
Don't agree at all.
No, I don't.
Like, is that like, when you're applying for a job, do you like, if somebody's like, oh yeah, I like to make friends, I'd be like, fuck off, I'm not hiring you. Because you're gonna sit around and fucking talk to everybody and be friends with everybody, and I need you fucking
I could
nose to
see
the
you
fucking.
doing that.
Being friends and getting along are different things. You said getting along. You have to get along with who you work with.
Okay.
So getting along with who you work with, I think, is extremely important. You
Or
don't have to
you
be
just
friends.
tolerate it and fake that you like them?
You don't have to be friends with them. No. This is it. What I'm
Like
trying to
when
say
you
is
wanna tell somebody to fuck off, you hold back?
no. You tell,
I do it
tell them
every
to fuck
day.
off.
That's me being nice.
No, you tell them to fuck
Me
off.
too, same.
But I mean, what I'm saying, like, at least the way I like to work is like I gotta get along with who I'm working with in order to be like more productive, kind of like enjoy what I'm doing, because I wholeheartedly believe you gotta love what you're doing, and the people around you does make a difference.
Not love what you're doing, but you don't have to love the ones you
This
do
guy
it
loves
with.
No,
his job.
absolutely not.
I love
Absolutely.
my job.
Yeah, well, see, like, somebody like this, fuck, I wouldn't hire him, cause motherfucker is first of all,
He makes breakfast
no,
for everybody.
he is what do you call it?
Yes, man.
No, he is, well, that too, he drinks Kool-Aid, but, he is a walking, potential fucking
Producer.
lawsuit.
Oh shit.
No, I
We
become.
took a
He
left
is
break.
in
We took a
violation
left
of
turn.
all sexual fucking, anything in the office workplace.
Don't
He
move.
is the fucking predator.
Let's go.
Like, if you feel like your ass is burning because somebody's staring at it,
That's me.
that's because he is. Right, yeah, because he is. My thing is, like, if somebody comes up to me, like, and says, Donna walks up and is like, hey, yeah, I just got these boots, this weekend. God, I love them so much and all. Like, bitch, get the fuck away from me. I don't give a shit about your boots. The fuck are you talking to me for? I mean, that's.
But you're saying that because you're married. If you weren't married, would you hit on Donna or whatever the
No,
fuck
I
her
don't
name
have
was?
patience for anybody. Look, if you're hot, I don't give
That's
a
what I'm
fuck.
saying. If you're
I'm
hot.
gonna fucking lay pipe. I'm a fucking animal. I have no choice.
Okay, so you're gonna lay pipe if the pipe is good to lay. What?
Like,
We're just having all sorts of secrets back here
if
today.
somebody comes
And if Peter weren't here today, I would not hold back.
No,
Give me that.
don't. I want you not to.
dude, you know what I'm saying? It's like,
I can see why you don't pass it.
I don't, whether it's, married or not married, I mean, whatever.
You're
I
gonna
don't have any.
you're gonna lay the pipe if you're married or not married.
If I am,
Is that what
like,
you're trying to
fucking,
say?
like we're all just fucking animals trying to survive, and sometimes we revert to our animal instincts, and sometimes, you gotta kill something. So, you just gotta do what you gotta do. Oh, mother father. That's
You
not
see
good.
how
That's not
these
good,
guys
huh?
are not the same like you
This is
because
crazy.
So it's going through the Mevo mic.
That's
Oh,
what
this
sounds
is
so
what
whack.
this is what happens
Does that
when
happen?
That's okay. It's okay.
See, drunk Rick would have done that.
Drunk Rick. Drunk Rick can still be
Someone
poking
get his
butt.
ass
I've
in
never
here.
missed shit. Oh, that sucks. Alright. Sorry.
Rick, I have a question for you. The election coming up in 2020 with the Democratic Party coming in
That is
strong.
a great question.
Because
Right.
the old man.
We are gonna get into
That-
all of that
All right.
in the current event stuff, but that's something to look forward to, folks. It's coming up. Let's get through this, the week.
All right.
What, jump in. What, anything interesting happened in your week that listeners might find interesting?
Yeah, not so crazy like yours or anything like that, but
He had a dentist visit, wasn't that?
It shouldn't have been.
Wasn't that
it
crazy?
sounded a little too much of a. Not that he didn't have a regular dentist.
He's being like
that's for
a
sure.
he's being like a white housewife, where you gotta make fun of everything. You gotta
Cool.
keep going,
Better?
keep going.
Well,
That is, huh? Who knows on there? Go for it.
so yeah, I work in very many different places, and one of the places that I work in, I just got some news that I'm gonna be opening up my own business and stuff like that with them.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty excited about that. It's been a long.
Is that like, when they say open up, like,
It's a franchise restaurant.
oh,
So
it's not Amway or some shit like that?
No. So that sounds great though.
You know what, they walk up to you like, oh, you'd be great at running your own business. All right, fucker, is this Amway?
No. Is it Primerica?
Oh, yeah, Prime America.
Is it prepaid legal?
Yeah.
Is it Herbalife? Is it Jafra? It's
Have
what
you
else
been
is
in
there?
all of them? Have you?
Oh,
Have you worked for all of
I
them?
used to do Amway, Excel, Communications. I did the ones that are
Oh, wow.
like trending, so I was good. And I built nice organizations and walked away with a little bit of residual. And then when the companies changed their marketing structure, I stayed in contact with some of the people that
launched and helped get themselves going and get their little businesses. But network marketing is different. Never did the Herbalife though. That's the
I can't do
that's
any
the
of
stuff.
them.
No.
As soon as they're like residual income, it's like bye.
Anything interesting in your week, Evil Love?
So that's cool. You're gonna
No.
start. You're gonna start a restaurant.
Yes,
Nice.
yes, it's a franchise restaurant.
There you go. Cool.
I've been in the business for quite a while, and this was quite the jump from where I was previously. So I'm pretty excited about that. It's
Cool.
definitely
And
quite a jump.
But it is franchise.
Yes,
We'll
so
get
what's
it.
the franchise fee?
it was about 45,000.
Wow.
Yeah, it was about.
Because I know McDonald's is 50,000. Stop the bare
Shut
minimum.
the fuck.
50,000.
There's no way you can get a McDonald's for $50,000.
Yeah, you can.
No. The franchise fee
Is nothing.
So the franchise fee is a fee that has nothing to do with purchase. Like if I paid the $45,000
I
for
can
my
put their
franchise
name on my
like
store.
2-3 years ago,
Yeah.
and that had nothing to do with me getting a location.
Right.
Yeah,
so
right.
the location is like
Dude,
two
it's gotta be more
for
than
McDonald's. It's about $2.5 million
Right.
at least in California.
The franchise fee.
The franchise fee is separate. That's
Franchise
just
fee, you could pay $50,000 and get a franchise.
Right.
So, okay, I'm going to open this, and then now you got to go 2.5.
What's the 2.5
location, for the location?
for the location, for the name of the business, for the building, all that stuff. Not for the land or ownership of anything, but just to take over a business or build a business from scratch.
Right.
Yeah,
The
it's
Croc's got it. That's a crock of crap. But
And you gotta buy all the shit from them.
oh, yeah,
Right.
uniforms,
Everything.
the manuals, all
I
that stuff
got
to
you.
maintain it. So.
But when you look at the big picture though of franchises, because I did non-franchise and now I'm doing franchise. When you look at the big picture of that is the amount of spotlight that you have with advertisement, with
Sure.
having a name and all that stuff.
Which
Yeah.
you pay
It
for
kinda-
that too. Right?
Pretty much. I mean, and honestly, like none of these owners in all these restaurants, like I know this because I've been trying to do this for a very long time. None of these owners have $2.5 million that they just dropped. I didn't have that either.
Right.
It's all like good communication with the banks, being able to kind of secure proper loans and having like the sweet talk and being able to reach the right loan officers and stuff on that stuff. So that once you kind of get a foot in there. Once you kind of got the credit going, you got the proper loan officer to speak to. Once you have all that stuff, then you're like, all right, like how can I get this done? And honestly, like with McDonald's and the franchise that I'm in and all these other places, the profits that you make, it pays out your mortgage and it pays out the rent and it pays out everything, and you still left over with like a good amount of money afterwards. So it's like you're really investing with a down payment of the 2.5 million.
Yeah.
Rather than the $2 million, because nobody drops that.
Right.
Nobody.
There's
just
no
does
reason for that. No.
I know because there's several opportunities that were given to me, but it's like when you look at any business owners or any business model, and they've gone back, and the thing is, the majority of them. And actually, I was reading it on Yahoo Money. Kevin Patterson was doing a very good piece. He did a survey of 500 business owners, and their biggest and worst fear is marketing. Marketing.
Absolutely.
Always marketing.
Absolutely.
You could have just done a survey of 50 because they always came back to the same things.
Yeah, you put the money in the wrong place,
And
and it's gonna bring you absolutely nothing, and you're gonna lose the business because you're gonna be spending all your profits on worthless advertising.
Absolutely. With the smaller restaurant that I had, it was non-franchise, and marketing was horrible. I mean, you can go to social media. I've done paper flyers all around to like a 3-4 mile radius around me. I've done so many things, and honestly, like it's not well received as when it comes from like a brand name. Like
Right.
people kind of
Yep.
people buy into the whole brand name thing, because honestly, like if you think about it, you go to I'm trying to name out like Arby's or something like that, and you
Right.
buy a burger from them, or you go to like a shop, like a mom and pop burger spot. You can buy a much better burger, like an awesome stuff for like $6-7, and you go to Arby's for like $13-14, but people still go a lot more to Arby's.
Yep.
It's because of the branding. It's because they want to go into a name.
Look at Subway. Subway's been through so much shit.
They still
Yeah.
They got
still tops,
they got the dude that was fucking touching little kids and shit. I mean, they got all this. They got you know, all this, and then you go in there and the service is, most of them is fucking absolutely
Whack.
horrible.
Absolutely.
And then the food isn't even really that good, but yet people go there like crazy. Have you been there at lunch?
It's
Fucking
packed.
Subway's off
Yeah,
the
it's
hook.
packed. Yeah.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know?
Yeah.
It's one of the cheapest franchises you can ever get into.
Yeah, it's crazy. But people go.
Yeah.
Like you can go to like a mom and pop fucking individual, private owner, whatever. You can go to a sandwich joint, which uses all fucking great ingredients. All their meats are fresh. They cut the shit right there. It's not sitting in that fucking bucket. Half of it's not even real meat. And then the fucking but people won't go there.
Yep.
The food is way better, same money, but they won't go there.
Yep.
It's like, how fucked up? Why would you go to McDonald's? Why would you ever fucking in your right mind go eat that fucking shit? Just absolute shit.
And
food.
McDonald's isn't even the same as it used to be. Like the whole dollar menu that they used to have, and the burgers for $3-4. Now it's like you spend at least $12. At least if you want to get like a meal and a combo, you're not spending anything less than $10-11.
The whole fucking purpose of going to McDonald's is because it was cheap filler.
Yeah.
Now it's like it's a gourmet fucking burger joint. Get the fuck
Absolutely.
out. The food is so shitty. Like, have you ever had their chicken nuggets? Every once in a while, I'll take a bite of the kids.
It's not
just to see what kind of horse shit I'm feeding them. It is fucking horrible. Right? It is the worst fucking food ever, man.
Yeah.
You know, the only thing decent at McDonald's I'll give them this is the fries. Those fries, nobody makes fries like that. I'll tell you that. So that's the only, like, drive through there, grab the fries, and then fucking tell them to fuck off.
Oh, yeah, we had this conversation with, who has the better fries.
Have you fucking seen the video on them making the fries?
Yeah, I seen
The
that.
motherfuckers handpicked that thing. If it has one fucking
thing,
little issue wrong with it,
they kick it out.
somebody shoves the fucking mashed
I
potatoes
still at
into
the
the
end
french
of the day, I
fries.
still think
That's
it's just,
fucking amazing.
I think it's just GMO.
No, and then you taste
generic
it.
shit. It's not potato
Come on,
anymore, man. That's
Dude,
not
that
potato.
fucking thing, they show you. There's fucking,
That's not
just because they don't
potato.
have the fucking wench doing the fucking pogo stick and the in and out with the,
Wait.
wearing those
Yeah.
fucking donkey
Yes.
uniforms. Come on,
I
man.
will say that they do have, McDonald's has bought, like, corporately, they've already bought a bunch of places and states that produce all this shit
But
specifically for
them.
McDonald's. So
Yeah.
yes, in a way you're getting that fresh shit, but then the other side is that they make
Mass produce it in
they
such
mass
a
produce
manner,
it in
it's
such
like
a way where they have to
it cheapens the
incorporate a
load
bunch
and
of these
all the-
chemicals that are really bad for you. So there's like it's 2 and 2.
But those fries.
That's right.
Yes,
We'll go back
but
to
the
the
fries
fries.
are so good. Yeah,
Dude, those fries are in and out.
So like with the crops though, like there's a general standard that they can't go under. Like they have to maintain that.
You're talking about McDonald's?
I'm talking about the fries, McDonald's specifically, right?
Those fries are shit.
But then when you go to any other store,
because
or
they're
even if
very
you buy it,
scientific about it. They're scientific about
Right.
everything, which is
There's
why
a
they
fucking
work.
computer that
That analyzes
checks
everything.
all the fries.
no, I absolutely, I understand that. And what I'm trying to get at is that
For a fucking fry.
even if you go to other places,
Now I know why they're $6.
they're still they're gonna maintain that lower end standard because of pricing. When you go to like a higher end restaurant that buys their fries from like Restaurant Depot, and I'm talking they buy like the better fries, or if they make it fresh.
Nobody wants those.
Nope, no.
They
It's not cost efficient. To be very honest with you.
You know what pisses me off about In-N-Out? They take a nice potato, right? Just a fucking nice potato,
Just a good potato.
right? And they put it in the machine and
So-
they cut it, right? and then some fucking jackass throws it in there and they fuck up this fucking beautiful potato. How do you do that in the course
They
of
have the worst
15
fries.
minutes? The worst fries. You know, when I order the food there, sometimes I want to take the fries like this and just go like this. Do you see the fucking what you did to this beautiful potato? And just say, you eat it, motherfucker. This is shit. What happened? What happened in this
I can
process?
picture you giving it back.
It's terrible.
You know?
It's terrible.
Fucking horrible. How can McDonald's outdo you so bad on this fry? But the thing is, you can't eat the burgers. They're fucking awful. They're horrible.
McDonald's or
McDonald's are
In-N-Out? Okay.
terrible.
Okay, yes.
In-N-Out's burger. So here's what I got to do.
Gotta drive all
I
the way out there.
drive through the drive-through and say, I want some fries.
I want the fries.
I just want a large
Do you
fry,
want
please.
No. That's all you do decent here. I just want those fries. And then I drive, and I drive fast because I don't want the
fries
fries to get cold,
You
right?
should do it the other way around then. Go
I was
to
thinking
In-N-Out,
about,
get
you
the
know
burger.
that pizza truck they do at Domino's? I was gonna fucking turn my car into where it has the oven or those chicken the hatcher lights
Yeah.
and put my fries in there. And then drive to In-N-Out and I want to double the meal. No, fucker.
Just the fries.
Dude in the back, take a look to your right. Yeah. Dude over there fucked up the potato and shit out these horrible fries. So no, I don't want the meal. I just want
the burger.
the double. And then I gotta
go back to
go.
McDonald's again for that milkshake.
No, I gotta go to A&P. No, but hey, the best deal. Oh, the other great deal is McDonald's. I don't know if they still do it, but $1 for your drink any size.
Yep, still do it.
They still do
Still
that.
do that.
So, but here's what I don't
It's a happy
understand.
customer.
If you want to keep your customers happy, and the person orders a small soda, ma'am, sir, you know for that same $1 you can get a large. They don't tell you that. They're like, okay, here's your small. Why can't you tell me that?
I
can get
have a
that.
good answer. I know why. Because especially here in California, there's a lot of instances. People can't sue you for asking that. Did you know that?
Yeah, because we're making reference to me being a fat fucking pig.
Or you can come back later on. You're like 6 months later. You're like, every time I go to McDonald's, I keep asking for a small drink. They keep pushing this upsize on me,
Right.
and I got fat,
Yeah.
and it's their fault.
Yeah, nobody ever wants to take
No.
that. Remember that joke I used to do? Nobody wants to claim responsibility for being fat.
Right.
Nobody told you to do what you
told you
do.
to.
Yeah.
Eat
Nobody
like that.
buttered you up and gave
You
you,
know?
some sugar.
It's like, look at your hands. It can reach your mouth. It can reach your ass. So you just got a system. Just
You fucking, nobody forced you to do that, but I'm gonna sue you because you made me look at me, fucking. Why? So you get what you deserve. You're a stupid fuck. You ain't like that.
So my thing is I bought into partnering with a small tax office, mom and pop, and they used to be big. They had 4 offices, 2 in Escondido, 1 in Fallbrook, and 1 in Vista. Partnered, just I'll make sure that you have everything, licensing. You guys do all that. You do the training. You bring the people in. I'll just maintain the equipment. And so I didn't pay any franchise fee. Then out of nowhere, the Liberty Tax people just start coming in. They were on the same software that they were running, and they were seasonal because they would just pop up, and they would have these untrained chodes doing people's taxes and kicking them out for $50 and $60, and it started going up, and it's hard for them to compete. And I was like, when we start closing our shops and everything like that, but we had a loyal base of customers. But then when all of the laws changed, and so the immigrants and the farm workers and everything like that, and qualifications and eligibilities, it just changed everything. But Liberty came in and just took the top tier or the mid-level.
And they're not even the big name.
But they're not the big name.
H&R Block.
H&R Block has been charging $500 for tax preparation for decades.
And they got the same fucking
Same
burnouts
software. And the
that
burnout center.
they go and they work
on computers and everything.
for like 2-3 months and then get back on disability.
You know who used to be the joint though? Jackson Hewitt. They would
Yeah.
go in Sears. They would go
Yeah.
into JCPenney's and
They were
They're
huge.
still in,
Yeah,
yeah.
they're so
Dude,
They're
have you
everywhere.
seen that? That at Walmart they set up the fucking in the middle of right next to the
Yes.
toy section. They set up this little fucking looks like a changing booth.
Yeah.
And I'm supposed to sit there, give you all my personal information with these fucking Walmart fucking people walking around. The fucking, what I'm talking
What's
about.
your
The zombies, the
They're
Walmart
like-
zombies.
They're like hours from being fucking homeless.
What's your social
Some of these
security
motherfuckers. Yeah, they're just sitting there with the fucking recording device.
And it's never their top tier people over there, too.
No.
They're like, all right, like, just go to Walmart, get
It's
you
like-
2 or 3
or
people.
It's like the one I was at A&PM earlier, getting my lotto tickets in Mexican retirement.
Yeah.
And so I go, and this little fucking young bitch is sitting there in front of me in line. And so she's doing her card because those fuckers don't know what money looks like. They've never seen it before. It's 35 cents. Bitch, you don't have 35 cents in your pocket? There's not even anything for sale for 35 cents anymore. But you don't have 35 cents in your pocket, you can fucking pay with it? All right, so she's doing her little thing, and it goes to the thing where you do your PIN.
Oh, you got to do a minimum of like $2 before you can.
Right, well, the fuckers, I don't know. Dude, the charge is more than what the fucking thing she was
Yeah.
buying. Right? So the bitch is doing, like here's the little terminal thing. She does this. And then goes,
Oh my God.
I wanted to just go up on the back of her neck. Yeah! Listen, bitch, I have my own fucking bank account that has way more money than what you got in your fucking shitty little bank account. I have money to buy my own shit. I don't need your fucking milk money, bitch.
She's just hiding the terminal and not wanting anybody to see it.
It says to protect your pin. I'm
For
like,
what? For what?
I've already got a magnet that's gonna strip your whole life.
I guarantee that bitch didn't have a comma in her bank account. I guarantee.
No comma.
Fuck that. She's got probably
She's
like.
probably got like 2 dots.
You know how when they're
and
looking
shit.
at the thing, staring at the thing
got
when it processes, and it's like, come on!
But that is so unnerving.
Approved, yes.
That's so unnerving.
idea if there's any money in
For
there.
the longest time, I was like what you would consider unbanked. I would walk around with my prepaid cards and.
You know what I used to say? I choose to be off the grid.
I'm off the grid. No, fuck that. I'm unbanked. I don't have a bank account. I just have prepaid cards.
Nah, they won't give me a bank account.
And it's like American Express, the little prepaid card. Most people don't even accept.
Were you green dot?
Yep.
Most people don't even accept American Express.
That's right.
And I'm like, that's probably like the safest
You gotta go to Walmart
form.
and get your green dot.
Yeah.
Well, green dot and do the refill right there's. You go, okay, I got $35. Well, the minimum refill is $50. Damn it! And so you gotta go out, push some cans and come back to fill up your green dot and get at least $50 on that. So you can go shoot some rocks or something. I don't know what they do with those damn
You see them
things.
get up in line and they get to the machine and they go to slide it.
The card's
Now
old as
shit,
hell,
right?
but he put that
Jesus, please.
they be praying. They be praying. It's a transaction
Russian
of life.
roulette with this.
Just getting emotional with it. And they look, and then they look around. They're about to pull over. They're about to pull over a big financial maneuver.
And then when the cashier's like,
That'll be $35, and they
yeah.
forget about the reload fee, the $3.95. Oh,
yeah. And then they look at the cashier. Yeah, I'm sorry, but it's, your card was declined.
Denied.
yeah.
What?
I got money on there. I just
shocked,
loaded
like,
that thing.
what?
Well, you didn't save the load fee. You
I
forgot
had
the
$9
load
million
fee.
in there.
I had money on there. But yeah, American Express is a better deal. I don't know why merchants don't shine
It's
on.
because it's expensive.
They charge more.
They charge a
what,
lot more.
5%?
Their transaction
12%?
fees.
It usually, I want to say most credit cards are between 2.7 to 2.9. American Express is like 3.2 to 3.5 at least. At least. But then if you get it from like a big bank or Wells Fargo
Yeah.
or anything like that, man, they charge a lot. A lot.
Dude, Costco used to only take American Express, and then it was such a pain in the ass that they switched.
Yep.
What a strange.
I remember
It's
that.
so weird. It's so
Strange.
weird. I mean,
I
it's like,
remember when that happened.
What's it called? Only
How to
takes
make it
debit cards.
difficult.
Just make it
You know, what's that?
They're bougie as
Winco
fuck.
Winco.
only takes debit cards. They don't take credit cards.
They don't take credit. Nope. I know there's like a couple places. So
Isn't
when
that
I'm
weird?
walking around with my little debit cards, I know I got money on them. I just got mine, and usually because they actually load those 2 days before payday. I don't know how they do that. They give you whatever. And so I'm like, okay, well, I'm Friday night, just got paid. It's Wednesday night. I'm about to give me some, and nobody takes this damn card, man. I'm like, ow, it hurts my soul.
Dude, it's crazy how your whole
You start
when you're
changing
check
routine.
to check.
Yeah, check to check is.
I'll tell you what, man, your whole lifestyle is fucking. It's a whole different world.
Okay, I'm not check to check, but I'm deposit to deposit.
No, but you know what I'm saying? It's like it's fucking.
I mean, I feel like I'll wait for a
everyone in
survey to
America
pop up, or I'll get a referral bonus and everything. So I'll move that to PayPal, drop that to Venmo. Oh shit, man. Hey. Okay, now I got enough to make a deposit to the card. So I know it's not going to be accepted though. That's the whole thing. So I got like all kinds of side money and little hustles and everything, but it's like start scraping up that change to make a worthy deposit. It's like,
Do
man,
your
fuck it.
kids live at home?
My kids are at home, both of them.
They're my age.
Yeah. Yep. We are living the American Mexicano dream. They
You guys live here. In
there are
Yo-yo babies.
they're yo-yo
Yo-yo
babies.
babies. What the fuck does
They
that
go
mean?
out and come back.
What
They
the fuck
yo
is-
yo. Is that yo baby?
Oh, they go
Boomerang,
boomerang, boomerang babies,
babies
too.
too. Yeah. My daughter's been out twice now. She moved out and then moved back. Actually, we're probably gonna do.
They don't never leave.
It's nice to have them around. My wife loves it. I mean,
For
because we would
Christmas?
be empty.
Really?
No, I mean we'd be empty nesters and we'd probably kill each other by it. but no, she gives her somebody else to yell at, and also gives her that, oh, who's that? Christina, is that you, baby? And so, because of me, I'm gonna be in my man cave just staring at computers and porn, and I'm gonna lie to you, that's what I'm doing. And you just in there watching your little twerk videos, aren't you? Hell yeah!
Hell yeah.
Twerk videos.
So whenever you're ready for me to come over there and mess with you, that's what we got. What are you
Wait,
doing? I'm
is
watching
that-
YouTube. Okay, so yeah,
Dude, I
That's
go,
a
in,
cycle.
I go in there and sometimes I catch him on the iPad, and he's got a whole line of chicks just.
You're
Twerk
talking about
videos.
June?
Well, Jim's watching twerk videos. I used to hate watching.
You hear him?
I
Damn!
used to, little 6-year-old kid talking about
Once you hear that damn, you're like, I know what's going on.
Oh, he knows.
He knows. They all know.
Of course.
He's ready to go get a girlfriend. He wants to make some babies.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
He wants to make babies.
Yeah. Shout out to my son who just actually, like, right now is like not a good time to get a job. I mean, everybody's clean.
Wait, what?
Everybody's
Nobody
clean.
hires or
Nobody
fires
hires
before, like
around Christmas time, third quarter, fourth quarter.
After the first,
Oh.
there's a slaying.
Yeah,
Fucking people getting executed everywhere. That's the National Fire Day, like the
Yeah,
5th
it's
of
almost
January.
like
Yeah.
clearinghouse. We got to get it off the books. Got to get you off
Get
the
the
books,
fuck
baby.
out!
Yep.
You know, we took you through the
Took you to the ringer, got you to the
To the-
quarterly,
through
get
the
our totals
holidays.
and
Wait,
everything.
okay, so what you're saying?
All our
your son
regular
got a job?
employees get he just got a new job, and he actually called his shot. He's taking a little bit less, but what he
He's a
offered,
graphic designer?
yeah, he
Nice.
Oh, shit. What is
he
he?
made his call.
Nice.
He made it his call.
So, what does he do now?
An eyeglass company,
Wow.
Sunglasses.
Is it
That's
they
awesome.
super
pretty
high
yeah.
end?
He don't play. He goes where there's
He
a
don't
name or a
play?
market.
That's
I mean,
awesome.
if they're looking
Yeah.
for art designer, then they must have some,
Exactly.
responsibility, and they have a idea about their product.
Yes.
So
what's the problem in the house?
what? Oh,
That's
PRV.
awesome.
Perry Robinson.
How
Prob in the
exciting.
house.
What's that?
Perry Robinson. P. Rob. P. Rob. Prob.
Your son was
You
really
don't know
quiet
your
when
own
we were
boy?
at the
That's-
AIDS
that's
thing.
Perry.
Sorry. Your son was really quiet when we were at the AIDS walk.
Yeah, no, he had his headphones on. He was just juking,
Well, I
doing his
usually
thing.
do that too. My headphones.
Yeah, it's a good thing though.
So your week
My week.
or yours?
We're getting ready. We're getting ready for the
Christmas?
holidays and Christmas, and I just went
Oh,
to my wife's Christmas company's Christmas party.
She took
And
Oh yeah,
she
we
took
saw
me.
Was that the Facebook?
That was
Posts?
that was a couple of little posts, little pictures. She didn't go in the photo booth with me. That was our
Got laid
thing.
that night too. Huh?
Didn't get laid that night. Stockings and all. Well, I got dressed up. She was like, "Why are you wearing that tie?" I have like maybe 2 Christmas themed ties. Period.
Yeah.
Why are you wearing that one? I was like, "Cause
the
bomb
chicks
one,
like
and,
it.
and the chicks dig it." And I can't find the other one, so it's not it's not hard. It's not hard when you got to figure it out. When I only have 2, and I'm gonna wear this one because that's the
How
first
many,
one I found
how,
and
how
grabbed
many
it.
times did you get slapped for checking out other chicks?
No, not once.
No?
Not once. Not once. Actually, I grabbed a woman that because I always see her at the
Grabbed
holiday
where? Grabbed
sexual-
where?
No,
Elaborate.
I grabbed. I mean, because she was like kind of coming, and she saw me, and she was like, "Oh my god!" So I just grabbed her. And just, but I
Like-
only see her
like-
once a year. It's one of her coworkers, but it's like, whatever. So
One of her coworkers?
yeah.
Come
But
here,
it was like
girl.
a-
Come here.
Was it like a
Oh,
creepy
shit.
hug?
No, it was just
Is she hot?
It was a pick up
Oh,
and grab
gosh.
because she was a short Mexican lady,
Is she hot?
but she gets excited when she
You
sees
and
me.
the Mexican lady.
No, but I'm saying, but is she good looking?
Girl, I know.
Hey,
I
yeah,
feel
she's
so
fix-
uncomfortable.
she's-
I'm like really itchy, actually.
tightening up her belt.
Is
to
she
see something.
good looking?
Yeah.
Oh, so you took full advantage of the hug.
Well, the hug, yeah.
Oh.
I did the lift and the tilt, so she did a little
little massage.
Little
Did you,
massage.
did you,
Got a little massage.
the hug that turns into a massage and shit.
And so it wasn't
You
super
guys have been
creepy.
watching too much porn.
But actually,
Oh,
I just
fucking-
because on Friday night I was at the Finest City
Creeper.
tattoo parlor, and
How was that?
that was so much fun.
Was
actually.
it? Good
And
crowd?
I was mad because I had to go up first, but I always
Oh, I
take
hate that.
I love taking the bullet though. It doesn't matter,
Oh.
but it was a
Because I feel
Where's
like you
this?
could lead the
it was
crowd.
at the it was in City Heights. I was down in City Heights.
I feel like you could take the crowd if you could.
And
you
set
could
the bar.
Yeah,
And
you could
I
set the
did that.
bar for the.
I
Like,
did that.
You better come at it
Dude,
or.
fucking Indian Joe's is right here, like across the freeway, maybe like 4 or 5 blocks. That's even too far for me to fucking
This
get
guy-
You
motivated.
need to. You
This
need.
guy,
But
he's
see, he's going to the hospital soon. He might not live.
He might
like
not
we,
live.
Yeah.
we,
He needs to
we,
put it
we
out there.
established. Who is that?
Fucking Grim Reaper.
Your booty call?
No, that's the tax people.
The tax people. You're getting your taxes back already?
No, this is the tax office partner.
Oh.
So
This
Cynthia,
is
can
his
I call
money
you
flow.
back after 8. Jesus, I don't know what that
It's
is.
9.
9:30.
He's giving us
Yeah?
10 minutes on the show. He's like,
I'm definitely gonna have to edit this out.
He's
Okay,
like
I'll call you back. Bye-bye. No, mine just calling. Jesus.
Who?
he's a money maker. He's a hustler,
Yeah.
babe.
So,
And so yeah, the party was. I mean, it was great. You know, it was a bring your own. It was a BYOB and BYOW, and I'm sitting there like the
Bring your own-
friggin' bring your own weed, bring your own beer.
What the fuck? At a.
At a tattoo parlor.
Oh.
I guess you could sort of do it.
Yeah, you can do that. And it was
Everybody does that.
there was
If
only
you're
one
going to
person.
tattoo parlor.
She was shopping. She wasn't getting a tattoo because
How big
we were
is this
just
place?
okay.
Big enough
It's
to host a
big enough
comedy
to
show?
host a comedy show. Hell yeah! There's like
50 people?
Like Barrel Harbor? Compare it to Barrel Harbor.
about the size of Barrel Harbor.
Oh, shit.
Without a bar, yeah.
That's
And
dope.
it went around like this, and there was like other private rooms where you
Yeah,
could-
of course.
this
A tattoo
freaking
parlor.
tattoo parlor, but there was like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
But they're
bays.
very legit.
That's straight up
and-
legit in City
but
Heights.
see,
This shit
who
motherfucking
doesn't wanna,
badass.
like-
art's there? And
Yeah.
it was fun.
When you can combine comedy and art and, a bunch of shit,
It was
it's
dope.
awesome.
That was a good. I
I'm
would
for it.
definitely do that again.
I missed you guys because I had my kids.
that
day.
But you know what? Aren't you doing your improv show tomorrow? Or
Is it tomorrow?
is it
No,
the
it's
12th or
not.
the 13th?
No, it's
Friday.
next week.
I thought it was this
Next Thursday.
one. The 20th
What?
or the 19th?
Dude, it's only.
The 19th.
Tomorrow's the 12th.
So the
The
19th.
19th.
Oh,
So,
okay.
hey, you remember?
It's right before Christmas Eve.
Right before my birthday.
You remember
Your
that?
birthday's coming up? Makes a lot of
When's your
sense.
It's crazy.
How do we not know that?
Chubby,
When
It's
is
your
it?
birthday, the 22nd.
I thought you guys been sleeping with each other for a long time.
But
I
we
thought
don't
you
know.
know
We
that
don't
already.
exchange our dates though. We don't change our
Dude,
dates and
you
our
know
age. He's 21.
I just want to say you're still funny even when you're not.
Yeah,
when you're not.
Look, I don't really give a fuck when
You rant you less rant.
when
Or what
you
is
rant
it?
less?
when
You rant
when
less.
your birthday is.
rant lace.
You know, like
If you
we're
still
not
can work it,
fucking-
you still work it.
If you're a fucking Capricorn, what are you?
Like
what
I
are
am.
you?
I am a
We're starting to get
Capricorn.
Oh shit!
If you're a Capricorn,
Hey, remember that
If
one?
you're a
born in
Capricorn,
the cusp of
Remember that bar up in Temecula, Old Town?
Old Town.
On
Wait,
the
which
corner
one?
next to the wine bar.
Old Town Whiskey or
It was right on the corner.
the pub in
Pretty cool looking place. Like it was
Right.
inside
Like a
was
biker's
nice.
one?
Yes. No.
Huh? No. It's
Not
a
a
nice place. You know,
1909.
I don't know what it's
Prohibition.
called
Old Town?
now. It's probably like names changed 100 times.
In Old Town?
Old Town, yeah. It's right on the corner next to a wine bar.
1909. is
They used to
all
do
I
a
can
show in there, a comedy show there.
I did not know that.
think. That
Yeah.
sounds like 1909.
A long
That
time
sounds
ago,
like
but I think it was called something else, wasn't it? It's always been called that.
It's been 1909
Anyway,
for a
so
long time.
I show up there with Rich. Me and him show up, and we're signing up to do the mic. And no bullshit, there had to be like 30 dudes there.
Okay.
30
Right.
dudes.
Yeah.
Your type of people.
No, doing to comics, right? And so I'm looking at Rich. I'm like, are you fucking kidding, dude? And so everybody's putting their name down, and so then
30
they all
male
huddle
comics?
up. It was no, I don't know what the fuck. Does it matter if they had a dick or a pussy? Look,
Yes.
So there's a whole fucking crew of them all circled up, and I'm like, well, this is gonna take like fucking forever. You know me, I'm not good at this kind of shit, right? And so then whoever's running the show is like, hey, who wants to go first?
Let's take the bullet.
And not one person fucking, like everybody's looking around. And I was like, I'll go first. Let me go before these motherfuckers fuck it up. Unfunny motherfuckers.
Yes.
And everybody turns and looks like, what a dick. I said, no, fuck. I don't want to. Half the crowd's going to leave after you fucks get up there.
Yep.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that was that. I mean, that's happened on a lot of. I like taking the bullet.
Fuck
I
yeah.
take
Let me
that.
go
shit.
first.
I set the bar,
Let's start with some real fucking comedy, and then you can hear
or at
this.
least I ain't gotta hang
Fucks.
around, and I might have another gig across town. So I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
see what I started, and boom,
I'll
I'm
say
out.
I don't give a
Poosh.
fuck.
Do you need some more sparkling water?
Not really.
He's shaking cans over here. Shake your can, shake your
It's
can,
just-
I kinda
can,
stole
shake your
yours.
can,
No,
can.
it's good.
You good?
I don't know how much of that I can drink. Fuck. I would like a yeah, that'll work.
Little alkaline
Oh,
water.
I'd rather
shit.
have a beer.
Let me
but
get you some
fuck it.
Keegan water.
Alkaline water.
I'm gonna try and make it through the show.
Kettle water. So Keegan.
Make it through
Some
the
Keegan.
show
Keegan.
without having a drink. So, what about your Evil Evelyn's?
I haven't been to
week?
work all week because I've been working on the Grubhub menu. That's it. I've just
Wow,
been like
you guys
refusing to
are
go
doing
into the
Grubhub
shop.
menu?
What? It's our menu.
Grubhub menu?
It's our menu. You know what?
But
Our
you-
existing menu, but I'm uploading it like typing each shit one by one. Yeah, just going in and editing and uploading pictures for my phone.
Nice.
Grubhub.
But my grandmother has like 100 item menu, so you think about it, just everything.
Why don't you just
if
pick-
you because you're catering to a certain type of people, so you want to
She
say
couldn't use the word
Lazy fat
sauteed
demographic.
demographic. Yeah, a word of the week.
No Mexicans are ordering fucking from Grubhub.
And you see, that's not even true. The Mexicans are the ones ordering from Grubhub, and they're in
Really?
another city. Yeah, and they're willing to now that we know that you guys are on Grubhub, we're just gonna go and order from Grubhub instead of coming in here. I'm like, really? Yeah, people are crazy about their food.
I have
apparently.
never ordered anything from any of those.
Like Domino's.
Grubhub,
Domino's.
Postmates.
Domino's has been doing it for fucking a million years. They don't.
They don't
But I
count.
think-
They only do just their
Pizza
food.
joints.
All those.
I know.
It's not a third party.
I think the Grubhub is trying to do something like Domino's, where it's like, okay, if you can get into the motion of ordering your fucking shit online, knowing how long it takes, then you know
I
when to
see
order
the
your
fuckers
food.
that walk in and pick it up at the restaurants.
Exactly.
There's
It's
fucking
happening.
no way. No way I'm letting
You
those
know who's ordering
motherfuckers-
that shit? Rob Kardashian. When you don't want to leave your house.
Yeah, well, I
So-
see the
Well,
butt
actually,
fucks
like
I do.
at work, like on all the like where I work, like everybody orders like online. Everybody in the company. You kind of like if you're on 30-minute lunch,
Right. You
Call
place
it-
your order.
call
and
it, get
shows
your
up.
food, get it done
That's
with.
what
That
I'm
is
saying.
precisely-
Tech-savvy
Yeah,
people.
That's the whole point
Which-
about that.
That's why I explained to my old boss that there's no way I can do lunch in an hour.
Which
It's
makes
not
it
possible.
completely sense.
I
the
agree with
model
him.
Works in this fast go
Environment.
environment. Cause we've got Uber to take people everywhere.
Uber
Uber
We
Eats.
got Eats to bring the food to
Uber
you.
Eats is bigger than Grubhub almost right now.
Yeah,
That's-
Postmates.
Mhm.
and
Yeah,
all of them.
That's
Postmates,
right.
Grubhub. Yeah, yeah.
They're all around.
Fuck that. Fuck. I'm sorry.
You know what? I wouldn't order like sushi.
Hey, can I say,
From a
I agree
Grubhub,
with you. We're
Postmates,
talking
or
about my
whatever.
week. Fuck yeah, I agree with you. I'm sorry,
There's
but
some sick
I've
people
been
out
si-
there.
no.
Kumbaya, my lord.
Kumbaya.
Sorry.
No,
I
but
don't
I'm
want them
serious.
rubbing up all on my fucking
You don't know that.
my food
Exactly.
and shit.
I'm with
Fuck
him on
that.
that one. But I think they're, not everybody is like that. And
Plus, we're getting too dependent on
let
shit.
me tell you.
Well, no. Okay,
It's
so
a
there we
huge
go.
market, though.
It's
I
a
mean, you might
huge
not
market.
be doing it, but like in the
There's
franchise,
a market for it, yes.
not just a
Get off
market.
your fucking couch.
It's huge. It's a huge market. Like
It
changed.
is.
Get off your couch. Get your
Listen to
fat ass.
Peter.
Here,
Fucking breathe some fresh air.
here's a crazy story, right?
I feel you.
Fuck that.
So there's a store that
Throw
I'm
yourself
familiar
out.
with the owner. I know the owner of the restaurant there. They opened in Hollywood. Like I'm talking like dead center Hollywood. No parking lot. No nothing. Nowhere to park. Extremely hard for them to people to go into the store. And his sales were shit. He got Postmates, Uber Eats, Grubhub, all these places, and his sales boosted like crazy. Like there's a huge market for it. Like in the right places, to be honest. It's a good market. I think it's a great market, but some people, it's not for everybody. It's not for Rick, that's for sure.
They make $1 gazillion off of cigarettes.
Oh
It's
my
not for you.
God.
Who's sucking on this?
That's just delicious.
I don't even get laid. What the fuck?
When's the last
Just
time
take
you
the
tested?
dick. Take the fourth dick.
I don't know, man. The whole
Since
fucking-
November
Dude,
8th
I'm
or
still having a hard
November.
time with the cell phone shit. Like,
We know you're not tech savvy. Is what
no,
we're trying
it's
to
not
say.
even about. It's not even about that.
He's got challenges.
I just, when you're, I honestly believe that when you see a couple at a restaurant and they're sitting at the table, they're fucking texting each other. They don't even like fucking talk, like talking to.
That
I'm
is so
No.
true.
Are
I've
they-
seen it
are they
fucking
texting people that aren't
happen.
there
Are
with
they-
them. This
are
would be
they-
so much cooler if
I
Bob
think-
and Mary were here.
I'm like,
You're right,
no.
let's talk to them.
No, I think they're fucking talking to each
No,
other.
they're not
texting
talking to
each
each
other.
No,
Yeah.
I've seen it happen
Yeah.
where they're texting each
I'm
other.
telling you, I
You
think
know
these-
what's worse
I
than
think
that
these
in
fucktards
restaurants?
can't even fucking have a
Communicate?
conversation anymore.
You know, people that take pictures of their food though in restaurants, that's a whole new level of like I'm pissed off.
I did
Like,
it
what?
yesterday. I do it really
God,
quickly.
That's
I
where you draw the
can't stand
line.
it. I can't stand
Fucking,
it. I can't stand
What
it.
if I'm an
We gotta-
influencer?
we gotta
I'm
wait.
working.
I'm an
I'm working over
influencer.
here.
When we go out all together, and then first of all, I mean, if you're doing it because of work, hey man, sure. I went out with like her sister like once, like a couple times.
talking about
oh
big
my
booty.
god.
You
Oh my
dated-
god.
What
We
do
gotta wait until she takes a picture of the food. Like, oh, don't touch your food. I gotta take a couple pictures. I'm talking like 5-6 minutes past.
What'd you order? Oh,
So
that was
here-
good.
here's-
That looks
Here's-
good. That's it's like
Here's my thing.
enjoy the food.
I don't need your nasty camera hovering over my food.
How important do you think you are that anybody gives a fuck what you're eating right now? You know, that's the question I
You would
want to
be
ask these people
surprised.
that
You would
take
be surprised.
pictures of their food. How fucking important do you think you are?
For those other people that don't get out.
That
Or, you know
people
what? I've been wanting to
care
go to that food.
about what you're eating.
I've been wanting to go to that food.
Yep.
You're not that fucking special. That's what I'm saying. All you fuckers that take pictures.
You're helping
Oh.
people.
Nobody's jealous
Those
of
are
your.
so good.
Now, if you're trying to advertise,
Yes, by all
that's
means.
something else. But
Hustle, do your thing.
nobody cares about what you're eating. I know you think you're important. You're taking the picture.
Fuck you
You're taking
guys.
the
I
time.
Yelp. I Yelp the shit out of everything. Or what is it Yelp?
Yeah, but
Yelp?
that's
Is
different.
it Yelp?
Yelp. I don't like Yelp.
But yeah, Yelp and Google Pete's, the pictures.
Google
I
Eats or
yodel.
something?
Google Pete's, Google
Dude,
Eats, yeah.
my pictures get so many fucking views. I've gotten free food, free
Yeah, but there's a
socks,
bunch of
free
dudes that are
shit.
trying to fuck you.
I get points and
Huh?
friggin'
Exactly.
just
Who
for my
does? Oh, for the
pictures, for my
businesses?
reviews, for everything. Hell yeah.
Who looks
We're
at
helping
them?
out local stuff, local businesses.
I don't fucking know.
Oh.
Listen, I didn't even
different.
know that I got rewarded for this shit until I started seeing free shit coming in, and I was like, what the fuck? People listen to my review or like, and then I took it a little bit more seriously, I guess. Like,
I'm
okay,
a level
now
12
it's just
local contributor.
yeah. See, I'm a local guide or whatever in like certain cities. Yeah,
I've
I'm like,
never
oh
posted on
shit.
Yelp. Ever. Never posted.
Well, I always said, oh, buy local. Why? Why? Okay.
You're helping the community, you're helping the local businesses.
I like to read
Yeah,
some of
that's
the
why we
reviews.
buy everything from
And
fucking
you-
China.
But honestly, you
We
can
buy
tell.
What the
from
fuck are we talking
China.
about, really? What are we talking about?
You
and
can
we
tell
order
the different.
online.
No, you can tell the different reviews. Like some are just plain out stupid. Like
They
you
never
you
even
can make
touch
some
the stuff.
comedy out of
Oh,
their
yeah.
reviews, but then some people's actually make sense. It's like, okay, I'm gonna go eat there. You know. They're very secretive today.
I don't know.
I'm gonna
'Cause
buy
the
a
shit you don't
fly
get to
swatter.
say on- Look,
I'm gonna buy a
Okay.
fly swatter and I'm
Alright.
gonna fly swat the shit
so
out of you.
I'm just gonna say it for your what is it?
For
called?
my entertainment?
Insecurities. Right.
Oh yeah, it is insecurities.
That I don't. I'm gonna show how unprofessional we are, just for you, so your vagina doesn't hurt so much. I'm trying to call in. I called twice, no answer. That's how fucking shitty our show is. I can't answer a fucking call in. So, feel better now?
I think you need a beer. I'm sorry that you can't have a beer, but when are you ever concerned about the people who are calling in? You never.
So we
have
can
a
have
heart.
callers like a real fucking show. You know, kind of cool.
Yeah, we put a number on
That's
the
kinda
screen,
cool.
call in,
That's kinda
and does not
He's
call
usually
in.
inebriated by the time that happens, where he's no longer in service. Okay.
She's got a point there.
Do
What are you
see what I
talking
mean?
about? I'm always here.
You're mocking me, aren't you?
So let's get into. So other than
You're like, what the
other than
fuck
your
happened in your
Grubhub fucking thing,
I haven't been showing up to work. Like I've literally just gone out to bars
Are
and
you-
sit down and tone into like doing the menu and shit. And then I'm figuring out like
why bars?
because they have plugins and
'Cause I'm an
they serve me
alcoholic.
beer and I
And
have
because I'm alcoholic.
no.
I get free beers.
I actually do sometimes get free beers, yeah. But all in all, it's either that or I sit at home on my bed. There's like no place where I can actually put my laptop down and just sit down and focus, you know? Because when I'm sitting at the shop and we have Wi-Fi, people are always like, Evelyn, come do this, come do that, and then I never
Well,
get to
yeah,
sit
you
down
can't
and
do
do it.
anything at your job because you might actually have to work.
True that.
anyways, I do work. But if I'm working on,
out.
if I'm working on school stuff, I just want to. No.
She's like, I know what you're trying to say here. Okay.
Yeah.
I do work.
Thank you, fucker.
I think you need to refocus a little bit of your energy.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Grandpa.
No. Go ahead. Go ahead and redirect all of your negative energy because you can't have a fucking drink or two. Tell me what you think I need to
I
hear.
can have a drink right now if I want one.
No, go ahead.
I'm
I know
just
you're
trying
going through
to-
surgery.
I'm just
Lay it
no, I'm
on me.
just
My
trying
grandpa
to-
likes to do this. He gets all fucked up and then he's like, you know, you smoke weed and you do this and I'm like, okay, grandpa, okay.
No, I was
like, talk to
actually-
me
That's
tomorrow when
called-
you're not
that's
so
called
inebriated.
deflecting
I'm actually here's
and projecting.
here my point is actually I would like to see you be a little more not responsible, a little more have some fun. Like I'm listening to this week and I'm like I'm crying inside.
I
There's
went to
no
this-
fucking going on. There's no fucking getting shitty in the middle of the day drinking stories. There's
I
no
didn't do
like
day drinking.
there's not like a whole
He's
lot
very
of
responsible.
I'm trying to find some meat.
Yeah,
to
nothing
fucking
like
work
Florida
with.
trips
Right.
or nothing. What happened to
Like-
that Florida trip, by the way? I thought you were gonna. I heard
I
about.
was never going. Maybe you're. See, he talks to my little sister.
Little
so he
No,
gets
no,
us
I heard it on the
confused.
podcast. You guys were talking about her.
Oh, we were talking
yeah,
about-
she
That's
was gonna
amazing.
get.
What she was gonna get
Yeah,
on.
Ginsu and stuff
Everybody-
like yeah, man. We're all worried
Everybody is
about
on
her
that
getting Ginsu and
podcast.
stuff.
Everybody.
Huh?
Which, by the
Yeah.
way, everybody's on that podcast because I went to Starbucks getting my daily tea, you know, and this lady overhears me having a conversation with the tea barista person who is, by the way, my friend from high school who I did a project with.
They
and
call
so-
her barista because
Barista.
she put a fucking tea bag
It's
in
a guy.
hot water. For him?
For my drink, yes, for my specific drink,
He's a
I
drink
have a little
specialist.
tea.
He's a drink specialist.
They're called baristas.
I can make the shit out of some Lipton.
Hot water in the back.
That's fucking skills right
Is
there.
that
But
Earl
seriously,
Grey?
I go into Starbucks every
Is there
fucking
some way you
day.
have to fucking hold your hand when you put the tea bag in?
My barista.
Trainer. That's a trainer.
Yeah.
That's how they train him.
How would you know?
Have to hold your hand.
That
up
guy
so
was
you
on
That's
can
what I'm
drop it.
saying. So is that align with what you thought I was gonna say? Or your grandpa? I would like to see a little more fucking delinquency and a little less responsibility and a little more fucking debauchery. You know what I'm saying?
No, if I'm in a debauchery.
Like if you told me you went to
No.
upload all the shit and
But my
there was
yoni
some
didn't
dude
get
sitting
any
next to you
action.
and then you started blowing under the table, I'd be like, fuck, that's pretty cool.
You need to get laid.
Whatever. Huh? I do
We
every
need
day.
to buy. Really? Oh yeah,
Really?
we talked about this. Yes,
Every day.
that's what
every
happened
day.
when you order a mail-in bride. You can get laid whenever you want.
Oh, the
I shipped
audio,
her from
baby.
Florida, Pensacola,
Pensa what?
Pensacola.
Pensacola,
Some made up,
Pensacola?
some Willy Wonka name. He doesn't fucking
Pensacola,
know.
Florida.
Penis Cola?
Yeah,
Florida?
Pensacola.
Okay, he just
Pensacola
got,
Beach.
he
There
got a
was
got
vasectomy
beautiful
too.
I spoke to
beaches,
this
too.
lady in Florida. She was in. Oh man, I can't even think of the name of it now. It's so weird. It was like
Pensacola?
no, it was it
For
was
the
like
purpose
an
of the story,
Indian.
nobody cares.
It's an Indian. It was an Indian name, Hakapila, or something like that. I was
Sounds
like,
good.
where's that from? Oh, it's outside Pensacola. I was like, why Hakapila or something? That was really weird.
Who was calling in?
Somebody was trying.
Perry,
Oh, okay. We don't want to talk
Oh,
to Perry. He's gonna use
Perry.
fake voice.
what happened?
We don't want to talk to Perry because he's not here being our butler. We don't need to hear you on the phone.
Whoops. Just like that. And I want to know.
Why
because-
is it not going through?
Perry's really cool. He's really funny. I'm surprised he only sits down on the couch to serve me beer because he's more useful on the hot seat.
Hey, you did good.
Yeah, Perry, where the fuck are you?
Hey, we'll get him on the phone.
So
do it.
eventually,
We'll do it together.
we fill up this empty space with something live and libacious. And the
What
evil
empty space?
Evelyn Hot 3 Minutes is going to be coming up in a couple of weeks, and
That's right.
hopefully she's going to be
Wait,
prepared.
are you
to
guys? You're really going to?
give
You know,
you
like,
a segment.
do you know I'm gonna be in
Besides
like
the-
the back room and no one really goes?
A
It's on a
bathroom?
Thursday. The back room.
Yeah, no.
Did I say
the-
bathroom?
You don't.
We're
enunciate
talking about your
very
3
well.
minutes on the show. With
Your hot
material.
3 minutes for here.
Oh,
We're
that's
not
really
talking
we're
about your
really doing that on the
improv.
podcast.
Yeah, no,
Like
so
you're really
we're
gonna make me
building-
embarrass
We're like
embarrass
Build a Bear,
myself.
which you.
Why
Build
would
a
it be
bear?
embarrassing
We're like
to-
build. We're build a comic right now.
Why is
You know what? No, I'll take it. It beats those $250 fucking classes that you want to take in
Greg-
LA or
Greg
I don't know where
Dean
else.
And what's it? You know, I would put money on one of those if they had some real value or stock. You're getting free building with a
Listen,
limited
bitch.
audience, and we're
I take your advice and opinions very, very, very deep to my heart.
Okay.
Yeah.
We
stop
got
crying, Perry.
we got a new sound. We need a new sound guy.
I think that I could learn I
Yeah, the
definitely
existing
already
one
know a
He's
lot
not making no sound.
through you guys and have a lot of confidence.
Okay, so
I've seen the people that go.
Oh, here, right there.
The
All right,
existing,
so hey, are you there,
ladies and gentlemen, on the phone, we got Perry. Yeah, we got you.
Perry? What's up?
Perry, my man, where are you at?
What's up, everybody?
Everyone wants to know where the butler
She misses you.
Where the butler is?
She needs a drink.
He's on vacation.
Oh, that's right. You did say that, right?
I'm in the Caribbean.
Ooh,
I'm in the Caribbean chilling.
nice.
With your ancestors.
He's in his car.
Hey, can everybody hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, we got you.
Pass Moana. Pass
Oh,
Moana.
I just wanted to call and remind everybody of the new segment that's going on in the show.
Fuck you, Perry.
Next week,
Fuck you.
We're gonna have a hot three with Evil E.
Hot 3 with Evil E. If you
Yep.
listen to episode
Hey, she's just telling us
107,
how she's been writing a bunch of new shit for it, and it's gonna just fucking.
she
blow
said it's
it
gonna be
up.
fire.
I'm gonna talk about 3 old
Yeah.
men.
3 old men,
She's
The
gonna
3
take-
blind
She's
mice.
gonna take this opportunity to.
one with
Become
gray
a
on
comic,
the chin, the
Supposedly.
She said, "Why are we trying to embarrass her? She's trying to do what it is that she wants to do in life, comedy. Just get
Cause she
her. We
thinks
gotta get her
about-
out of the shell.
Gets her. Oh,
Get her write new materials.
Hey.
Yeah.
That's it.
wow.
Tell her she can be a joke or tell a joke.
Woo, that's hot.
She could tell a joke.
You
to
gotta
me.
either
What
be
you
a
gonna
joke
do?
or
could-
tell a joke.
That's right.
Oh, that's sweet. Jumba.
Listen, Perry. I'm gonna call you by Perry, but you know who you really are. You're the butler. Stick to being a butler, and I'll stick to the comedy.
I can't hear you guys. I can only hear you, Rick.
No, you didn't hear what she said?
Oh, probably not. 'cause
No, I
you
didn't
don't
hear it
know.
at all.
Oh,
It's
she
okay.
said, what'd you say?
I said nothing meaningful.
Oh, she said she's gonna do the comedy. You stick to being a butler.
You see? He's laughing. He's laughing. That's all we need.
That's all we need.
She said, stay in your lane, motherfucker.
Pretty much.
Hey, tell her that's a good start. She's doing good. She's doing good. Keep it going.
That's
Keep
good.
it hot.
Keep writing.
I've got two ninja
keep it
two
going.
ninja comics over here.
Hey, so what was the problem in the house? What? You talking about the not being able to answer your call?
No, P. Robinson. P. Rob.
I
Prob.
was calling the number that's on the website, and it didn't go through.
Oh. All right.
We got you set. We got it online now, brother. I'm sorry about that. That was my fault.
He was finding his porn videos for later.
You
Yep.
got-
Spank bank.
His spank bank.
So when y'all get it together, I'll call back in because I can't hear anything right now.
All right.
All right. See. That was a
Boom. In the
that
news.
was the getaway of.
Saying, can I
Do you
talk
guys
to
have
you
a current
guys?
event?
Of course we do.
Oh, now you have a
Mine.
current event. Now that
We
you're
have.
sober, now that you have a lot of time at home, I'm down for a current event.
Even when I was a drunken mess.
He would
Didn't
look
have
it
a
up.
All
time.
you
He
wanted
would
to
be
ever talk
looking
about
it
was
up.
DT. Because
No,
he knew
there's
that
a bunch
was.
of shit I've seen.
DT's always popping.
But he would be looking it up still.
Like I was
concurrently,
talking about
not
that.
have it any
Yeah.
notes of it or a storyline.
Listen,
to
I was
backdrop.
here. I know what he's doing.
We
I
know.
was here.
Hey, so I was gonna talk about that stupid bitch that
That stupid bitch.
was on
That's a
TV
good start.
saying that Donald Trump is saying that he's gonna fight crime when crime is down by 30%. I was like, what?
Oh, that ignorant
Yeah,
bitch.
what country does that bitch live in? Huh?
She's
The
living
crime
her
is
little-
down. That he's using that as a platform. Is that how stupid these fucking liberals are? That they're believing their own fucking bullshit. That he's using that. Come on, man. City of Chicago is fucking. Half of the people are dead. Whatever. Fucking-
I don't know.
Half of the
Everybody's using
population?
the media to their benefit.
Oh,
We have
You drinking Kool-Aid too?
no. It's not Kool-Aid, dude. Okay,
It's
first
that
of
flake
all,
water.
you can sit here and talk about the oligarchs controlling the GOP and the conservatives, and then you let them get to the White House and talk the same stuff. the Russians had no responsibility with messing with the election in 2016. We were not contacted. We were not involved with that. It was the Ukrainians. It's like, what? When we did our investigation, our intelligence found multiple attempts by the Russians. No one even suggested the Ukrainians until this whole thing with the whistleblower, with the Steele dossier. Trump and Ivanka was even trying to seduce Steele to get into the UK. They were trying to build that backstory and create that opportunity. That's why now, with him abusing his power and holding back military aid to the Ukraine for political favors. But you want to talk about talking points where they're saying, no, it wasn't Russia, it was the Ukrainians. Okay. Sweep all of that stuff under the rug if you want to, and then say, oh, you're drinking the Kool-Aid and you believe that the numbers are down and DT's benefiting. He's skyrocketing. He's making everything happen. No. Everybody uses the media and one good storyline and bad numbers. And Donald's good for it, period. Donald's good for it. And now we're going to screw up if that's not going to be. That's not going to be good. That's why we need to do an hour and a half. Period. We're done.
I had it plugged in too. So let me put this. Maybe you understand.
So everybody spends what they want to, but it's there. I mean, CNN is screwed over so bad because all they do is get talking points.
Dude, here's something to think about.
I'm listening.
This is like OJ.
OJ.
There was nobody that ever thought that he did not fucking kill her. Right? So everybody knew he was guilty, but they started to prove it, right? And they couldn't prove it. So everybody knows that fucking Donald Trump told them to launch an investigation, so they would put all the fucking heat on that fucking dumb fuck that got his kid involved over there in the first place.
His son is not involved with anything.
Oh, please.
Okay, why is that so important? I mean, Ivanka's got trade.
Yeah, but Ivanka's hot.
Doesn't fucking matter. Ivanka's has got trade.
Hey,
and
that's 6'1".
She's got
fucking
22.
straight goodness.
Look, dude, if you don't talk shit, I mean, talk shit.
I am. But here's the thing.
Fucking jokes.
Because
when you're saying, okay, Joe Biden's son is working for the most,
he is.
He's working for
everybody
the most corrupt
so
company in the most corrupt country. If you're so worried about corruption, you didn't even say anything about corruption. Here you telling the
he did it.
The president of the Ukraine
he did it.
to do a favor.
Yeah, hook it up.
If you're worried about corruption, why are you contributing to? Look up some corruption. Dig up some stuff on our political opponent. But you've got Ivanka with 22 friggin' patents on voting machines. He's inviting external countries and foreign aides to get involved with our elections. You're exposing our democracy.
And wrestling,
slot machines. Wrestling will. So I want to say something about that. Like I think you're absolutely right. I'm not gonna deny one thing. Donald is definitely fucking up on the front end because he's not even smart enough to kind of hide his shit properly like most of the actual terrible scumbags that were before him. That's no denying that for sure. But
he doesn't have to hide it. He doesn't give a fuck.
He doesn't give a fuck, and I wish that he would to a certain point, because it's like, all right, like you're really fucking up, man. Like you had a good thing going to an extent, but now you're really fucking it up by not being careful on how to take steps and how to stop cutting corners. This isn't, you're under the scope. But his opponents, though, his political opponents, if this guy is being like he's a crook and he's doing all that stuff, you have a guy that wants to literally take capitalism away from America. Like, what socialist country do you know out there? I know one that's a successful socialist country, and that's it. Every other socialist country, piece of shit. Terrible. This guy wants to tax like Bernie Sanders, literally, he wants to tax the hard workers, like the actual hard workers, because when I hear him talking, he's like, oh, these hard workers working in McDonald's, making minimum wage, they got to make some more money out of that. Or the hard workers that work in Amazon, they need to get paid $15 and $20 an hour. Like, why? That guy's the real crook. Because at the end of that day, the only people that are going to make more money when people start getting paid technically more are people that are the taxes is going to go higher, and the government ends up making more money, and his party starts making more money, and the government starts making more money. That's pretty much it.
But
You guys haven't taken the last days?
no, I get you. We're
No,
trying
but
to
that-
switch and save the audio.
Here's the thing, like I said, everybody knows he did it, that's fine. Everybody else is covering up their tracks, like you said, he didn't cover his tracks, because he didn't really think he had to. He didn't give a fuck. Yeah, you know,
But when he's wrong, he's wrong.
he's playing the political game, but he does it with the book wide open, he don't give a fuck. You know, yeah, okay, but it's been done in probably every election, somebody's
Exactly.
done smear
DT's just
campaigns.
more
We're doing
open
smear
kinds
about
of
campaigns, but we're not with foreign assistance.
So what? Fuck those motherfuckers.
Nope.
We shouldn't be giving them any money anyway.
Nope, none that.
Fuck that. Those motherfuckers on you. That fucking country is.
Which
you know
one?
what? I
Which
feel
one?
bad
Russia or the Ukraine?
for all those fucking countries, man. Look,
Because I'm not even going to talk about Mossad right
He's sober.
now. and the
I'm not really
Saudis.
sober
I'm not
here.
talking
Look.
about the Saudis either. So that's some bullshit.
all those countries are fucked. Why do you think nobody wants to fucking be there? The only ones that are there are the ones that have to be there, can't get out of that fucking thing.
All right.
Yeah, that are the ones that are fucking stealing from everybody.
Okay, so then
Right.
okay, we stop taxing oil, stop controlling the oil, stop worrying about the oil.
We have enough here. What the fuck are we over there for anyway?
Okay, so you tell Mossad,
We have the
you tell
largest
Mossad
producer
and the
wells.
Saudi nations to go
Come on,
ahead and
you
stop their
guys.
oil supply.
We're there
Go
because
ahead.
everybody needs that cocaine.
Everybody-
Everybody needs that fucking heroin.
all
and
the rest of the world. So you being a superpower, it's the
Everybody
rest of the
needs
world. It's
little
your
kids
place.
to fuck. You know, there's pedophilia everywhere. I'm just saying.
Okay,
They,
but they don't
this
own
goes
it.
into a lot of.
They don't own
Back to
it.
somebody getting molested.
They don't own it. Evil element.
That's
man.
like a
foreshadow.
Yeah.
Everybody needs, like, they just gotta chill the fuck out. Here's something that people should really think about.
Drop a
Is-
dime, man. Drop a dime. What you got?
Is something fucking goofy could happen. Like my son was talking about black holes. Right? So let's just say, maybe not a black hole because there's not one close by. But let's just say some fucking freak of nature happens. A planet passes by a little too close or something. Or
Wait, you
whatever
believe in
fucking-
space and
I'm
other
just
planets?
saying.
Yes.
I'm just saying.
You believe in that?
Yes.
What?
You seen
The
it?
moon out there. Okay,
You
let's
believe in
say,
what?
let's say
Space and other planets and all that
let's
stuff
say
like
the
that?
fucking
Yeah.
moon.
Where?
Let's say the moon.
That's science.
I believe in that.
That's
You can see the
science.
fucking moon right there.
Yeah.
Donald
Let's
Trump
say,
doesn't believe in that science.
let's say that moon gets a little froggy one day and does something stupid.
That's where you're going with that. That's where you're going with that.
Our tides are controlled by the fucking moon, right?
By the
Yep.
moon?
All right.
Okay.
So
Flat
something weird
Just
can
kidding.
happen.
You can
So,
tell he's had too many days
Think
at
about,
home.
think about this.
Okay.
We could be here right now,
Yeah, and the black
and
hole.
then everybody, the whole fucking country, world, would be erased in fucking 2 seconds.
Yep.
So we don't know really how much time we have. We don't, technically.
Eat your olives.
So why? And you can't take none of this shit with you. You know, I don't understand what everybody's fucking fighting about, crying about. Fucking, who gives a fuck, man? Just
But in order for us in our
enjoy
existence,
life.
because we're,
enjoy life.
if we don't know how long we're going to last and live, we got the potentiality for green gases and the destruction of the earth as it is. I think the planet will take care of itself. But
Like we can do anything about it
The-
anyway.
Like
Do you
we
think
can.
anybody curbing the plastic use and anything? Nobody gives a fuck. Really, when you know what?
It's
There's
harming our
progress being
oceans.
done. There's a little bit of progress happening, but at the same time, with that same the same exact argument they just made, I can counter argue with the exact same opposite. I'm like, well, we don't know how much we have, so why are we fucking up for our children or for the future, kind of thing.
But here's the thing. The only reason people get involved, well, I'm not gonna say the only reason, but the majority of the people that get involved with all this different shit, it's
Greedy.
because it's cool.
not because it's cool. There's money
all
in it for
these
somebody.
fucking sheep
money in it for
fucking
somebody.
following motherfucker. Oh yeah, they're the ones that are fucking
Money, yes.
Yeah, no,
Money,
but those
yes.
are the people that are behind the scenes that are fucking just, you know, they're like,
Yeah.
oh, the fucking tree huggers like that we're doing. Oh, great.
Yeah.
Let's act like we give a fuck about them and the environment and
Let's say the
everything.
ingredient of this
So
bottle
we-
has kale in it.
Right,
Let's
so
put
we
that.
can fucking, we can like, oh, let's, you know what? They're just dumb enough to believe that.
Everybody has to do their part in
That-
every continent, in every city, in every state, in every. Oh my
I
gosh!
throw up in my mouth.
Says the guy who's charging his fucking green vehicle outside.
Why do you have a
I'm
green
gonna throw up
vehicle?
even more.
It saves me money.
Oh fucking K. Okay.
Purely financial.
Your logic in all this.
I don't
is
give
just-
a fuck about saving the environment. What the
All
fuck
right.
am I
Well,
gonna do?
that is why I smoke my green, because you're sitting here charging your fucking green car,
Right.
but you're doing nothing else to provide or to make this resolve the issue.
Why should
I'm just
I?
saying.
Why should I do anything?
Why
like
should
it's gonna
you not?
fucking matter?
Why should you not? You don't even know why we even exist on
I
the
don't know
planet.
if
You're
you-
like,
if you drive
What
for-
if? But you
well,
just questioned. What if we have a black hole?
What if
so
you
then,
drive? What if you drive an hour south, and you can witness every fucking violation of every rule that we have?
Yep.
Flying in the air, going in the water. You know, every fucking
But wait, we can move all of our
human
factories there and save
trafficking.
money.
Fucking.
What?
You
We
know,
can move all our factories there and save money in the United States because we
It-
can
it's
produce
just-
it in a third world country.
it's
You sound
just
like
So
Kinky.
I have a little background story that I want to say. I was actually born and raised in Dubai.
Okay.
I've lived there my whole life. I just
Abu
moved to the
Dhabi
States.
or
Abu Dhabi.
Okay.
I was born in Abu Dhabi, but went to college
why
in
would you
Dubai
ever leave that fucking paradise?
because
it's not all paradise.
So it's great. It is honestly fucking beautiful by all means. It's a socialist country.
Uh-huh.
The government does own all the oil, all the gas that they produce or whatever. But here's the beauty of that, right? The government, we don't have taxes over there. I've never
taxes,
paid,
no
I've
medical.
never paid taxes, and we still get tax returns because the government has made so much money. It already paid for itself and paid for whatever it's needed, and all that surplus goes back to the owners of the country, the citizens. So all the
It's
citizens
like the
get
Packers.
They get paid.
Like the
and
Packers.
included in that, free healthcare for everybody,
Okay.
free education, everybody, like citizen or not.
All right.
Everybody gets all these benefits because the government has made so much money to that extent and stuff like that. In addition to what we were kind of going at, the whole free trade part, they have their ideology of business and market and stuff, complete free trade. It's one of the very few countries in the world where there's no taxes, no tariffs on doing any trades and businesses in the country.
Here's the silliest question then. If let me form this properly.
I've seen some of the talent.
I've seen some of the. Yeah, you're talking about women and everything like that. But it's,
That's good talent. That's
Okay,
good
so
talent.
yeah, the
It is, it
value of the money and their richness, their wealth
Mm-hmm.
is on a different scale because of all the resources and everything that they have there that they self-procure, they self-create. They don't need to trade with external forces because they
Yes
have
and no. So the yes at the very beginning of
They're still
their
a fucking
discovery.
desert.
At the
need
very,
shit.
well, they used to be, but
They used to be,
at the very beginning, that's what it was, and their dependency on the resources was at a 99.9%. And then I want to say 15 years ago, they realized like, hey, we're not going to have the resource for a long time, and they had tariffs and taxes on trade, but they opened that market, and what that happened is their resource market or their growth in their GDP growth due to not just allocating all their money coming in from one resource grew significantly because now we have a lot of other businesses coming in. Now we have tourism coming in. Now we have different industries. We make cars over there. We make all these crazy stuff in there because we know that that one resource, once it's done, we're not going to replenish that. This is done. It's not renewable in any way or form. So their money now from 99.9% coming out of just one resource, gas is like 23% to 24% of their country's economy,
Right.
which is still high, but they're kind of like, I want to say from 15 years ago, from having 100% to 20%.
Diversify
It's
their
great.
portfolio.
Exactly. Exactly what they did. They diversified.
Hey, they got a cool shop over there. They will gold plate your car.
Yes.
Solid.
They've got gold bars and vending machines. I
Yeah.
just don't.
You should look up
get it.
the my favorite thing to tell people is always look up, just hit Dubai police cars. Just look that up.
Yes.
Look that up. You will be astonished. It'll blow your mind.
Well, they got a Bugatti and shit.
Yeah, actually. Yeah, Lambos and Bugattis and.
My
interesting.
partners, they were there. It's ridiculous. They were. I mean, but it's like almost like he can't enjoy it though.
Why not?
I mean,
In what way?
I mean, it's there, and it's so incredible, and it's everywhere, and it's just.
I hate that problem.
It's a tough problem. It's a tough problem to have.
No, the enjoyment
All this money on my bank. Fuck.
enjoying Dubai isn't about like the expensive stuff that everybody else has.
Right.
The enjoyment in Dubai that I find
Is the
entertaining.
freedom
No, this is one of the reasons why I moved. So, but I'll get to that in a second. The enjoyment of going to Dubai, and I encourage everybody to visit. Honestly, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
The best part about it is the technological entertainment that they have is out of this world. You have an entire ice mountain ski resort inside of a mall. You want to go skiing in the middle of the desert? They have that in a mall. I'm talking a big mountain, like it's almost like a mile down.
I can imagine the conversation, dude. A couple sheiks sit around. What the fuck should we do?
I've never snowed in this though.
A mountain inside the building.
It sounds like a good idea.
You sound Swedish over there.
Oh my god.
It was acceptable. I think it was acceptable.
Do they smoke weed and just sit around and think about what can we do with this
What were
fucking
you
money?
trying to get me to smoke that one time? He was
Oh,
like so
that's-
adamant
that's
about
doka.
giving me.
Dope.
Yeah, it's an Arabic tobacco.
Yeah.
And
So what is it? I thought this.
Have you heard
I thought
No.
this bitch was trying to rape me. I was like, no. I was like, I gotta get
There we
home.
go.
I gotta get home.
She's worried about the raping. She's worried about the
Hey,
raping.
just fucking give
Let it go.
Let it go.
It's neat.
Oh my God.
Arabic tobacco.
Frozen
is neat.
2.
Is it
Oh,
out of this
awesome.
world?
Oh my
It's
God.
such a big hit on them.
It's so-
Can I
It's
have some
everybody's-
olives?
Everybody's into that.
Take it.
I mean, and then you even think right now in our friggin' election climate and there's crazy things, there's plain simple enjoyments like Frozen 2.
There's an election?
I thoroughly enjoyed.
Why?
I thoroughly enjoy. I mean, still got Grammys and AMAs and stuff like that.
Well, I can't wait till
We
the
got
day they
baseball
say,
stars getting 234 million. That guy Sheldon signed for 234 million.
They probably
It's like,
live in Dubai.
he's a third baseman.
I can't wait till the day that they say, you know what?
Catcher.
We're
Wait, why
gonna
did-
end this charade.
Yeah.
We're not gonna have
we
voting
don't
anymore.
have nothing. We don't.
You were gonna
We
say
don't
why
say
you
any point.
moved?
Why did I move from Dubai?
Why? Yeah.
A little background. I originally moved to go to an American college and graduate from an American college. I have a degree in mechanical engineering. So I came over here, tried to, get my degree like everybody else anywhere around the world. You guys have great universities. So
Fuck yeah.
once I got here, I realized the one thing about Dubai is that if you're not a citizen, even though I was born there, I'm not a citizen of Dubai. I take the citizenship of my parents, which were originally Egyptians. So we take that citizenship. So I'm still Egyptian, but I'm working on my American citizenship. So I came over here, and if you're not a citizen in Dubai, you can only get a salary job. You can only, the roof is pretty small. And me personally, I'm an ambitious person. I want to move up. I want to make it happen. I don't like sitting at home. I hate that. And coming to America, the opportunities, like a lot of people have said that.
Coming to America.
A lot of people said that America's lost its touch with being the land of opportunity, but I completely disagree.
Fuck that. Who
I
said
think
that?
I
Some
think
angry
that
fucking
s-
immigrant.
you know that people say that. You know people say that.
They're on the bus back to fucking Mexico. Fucking
people
hate
that people that want free stuff. People that wanted to.
They wanted to work and work.
People that want it to happen without really working for it. I see that a lot here, and it's very unfortunate because they're here and they
Give
can
me the
make it
gravy
happen.
train.
No, I think they think it's a privilege and it belongs to them. And then when an immigrant or another countryman comes and works hard and benefits from that work
Yeah.
and establish across the board monopoly, fuck that. You got the whole thing like you can even spend the fucking thing on the
Taking
mountain.
our jobs.
They built it, they put it there, and it's like, oh, they just took that from me. No, man, you had the same opportunities that person did. You just didn't
Yeah,
want to do it.
and don't get me wrong. Like, even though I come from Dubai, like my parents were like dirt poor. Like we're not. Like I moved right now. I live with my parents. They were working in Dubai when I was here. When I started doing business and I started working, and all this stuff. I did my engineering first, made a little bit of money, started my first business, blah, blah, blah. Once I was set, I was like, leave your work, leave everything you're doing over there. You're moving in with me, and you're done. You're retired. You've done your job as a parent. I take care of you now, guys. And
that's the American dream right there.
yeah.
That's why my kids are still home. They're gonna be my retirement plan.
Yeah,
that's what my wife